So I went up and said, main boss. And again, I didn't call him main boss. I used his name. We're protecting identities. I said, main boss, you got a minute? Yeah, what's up? I don't ever like calling meetings, especially with bosses. And I don't like when my bosses call meetings with me. That sucks. I know I'm in trouble. I don't like getting in trouble because I'm usually trying as hard as I can. And in this case, again, I was trying as hard as I could. I was at the job. I was timely. I was working hard. I was busting my butt like I always do. I had a great attitude, but I had to get the hell out of there. And I explained to him, and I said, hey, I can't work the second shift. He goes, why? What's going on? And I told him, well, you might know that I have another job, and you both scheduled me on the same time. And he goes, wait, so you want to leave here to go to another job? Somewhat sheepishly, I said, yes. And he goes, well, that's job abandonment. And at that point, I go, well, call it what you want, main boss, but it's what I gotta do. And he goes, well, that's what it is. I said, okay. Well, I still gotta do it. And at that point, he kind of turned his back and went on with what he was doing, leaving me to tell you this story about him calling a job abandonment. And I mean, kind of after, in the last 12 hours since I thought of it, I'm going, well, is job abandonment illegal? It's not like I'm abandoning my kids in a hot car and going to a casino or something. I'm telling you that this is what I gotta do. It wasn't well received. I don't think main boss and I have spoken again. So I went back, not totally sure of my status, knowing that the boss that loved me was angry and disappointed. And the boss, who honestly really doesn't know me from Adam, hasn't, to be honest with you, put any time or any effort into getting to know me as a human being, even though I go in there and bust my ass every day. So to be honest, I feel zero loyalty to him because he hasn't cared enough to get to know me as a person at all. But anyway, so I went about my job, and eventually the boss that loved me came up and said, so you're leaving? And I go, well, yes, I am. I'm not totally sure my status. But I finished up my work. I hugged people. Because again, the message they were sending me was not one of love. They didn't come out and say, well, if you're gonna leave here to go to another job, you're fired. But they called it job abandonment. And the boss that loved me said, okay, well, good luck to you, have fun. Which was, again, I felt like I was telling one girlfriend that I was going out to, taking another one out on a date. I got that much aciness, but it wasn't anything like that. And I tried my best. It was a sticky situation, there's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. I don't blame them for being a little upset and firing my dumbass. I don't blame them. I was choosing one job over another. I knew I was doing it. I felt somewhat bad, but I had to make a choice. One job pays more and is less physically demanding. You know? So, anyway, I'm hugging all my coworkers goodbye because I tell you what, I am loved. And they were saddened. They were taking pictures with me and hugging me on the way out. So I said to the boss that loves me, oh, come on, boss that loves me, give me a hug. And I hugged her, and she didn't hug me back really. Or she goes, I don't want to hug you. And I go, well, that's just because you're emotional right now, boss that loves me. She goes, what'd she say? No, I don't think you deserve a hug. And I really like this woman and respect her, and she's been great. I wasn't trying to be a jerk, but it felt like I was telling a girlfriend that I was breaking up with her and going with another girl. And I was trying to say, let's just be friends. And they weren't buying the let's just be friends. Seriously. And then I heard her kind of saying, well, he's going to job number 2 where he feels this, this, and this, and leaving job number 1. And again, she didn't praise it as job number 1 or job number 2, but I'm keeping the identities clear. So I'm going, I don't really know what's going on. And I'm hugging people on the way out, and they're taking pictures with me and going, oh, you're leaving. Seriously, it was nice. I liked the job. I was good at it. I came in with a positive attitude, but I had to go to job 2. So I left. So I left. And honestly, it felt good because all of a sudden, all those 2 weeks of guilt that I knew this moment was coming unless I could get somebody to cover some work at one of the jobs was off my chest. And I felt free of the guilt. And honestly, free of job number 1, as much as I liked it, it was holding me back from improving at job number 2 and working more at job number 2 and just moving down my path. And I went to job 2 and retold the story, especially about him labeling it job abandonment. Because I kind of think that's really what made the story, that he had a phrase for it, a phrase I've never heard. I'm older than him, I'm 57. I've never heard job abandonment. Maybe it's what he calls not quite quitting, just leaving a job because you are going to for a different job. Maybe it is job abandonment.